Hello, I'm Rob Anderson. I'm going to try and get through this video as efficiently as possible, but at the same time I'm offering you a ton of stuff and hopefully it all makes sense. What this is all about is I'm offering you the chance to know and understand how the potential for owning a correctly done web marketing system or a website that really works online can literally be the equivalent of an ATM on your desktop. So whether you're looking to start a brand new real estate business, an estate agent, or your existing one needs clients, you want to build a membership site, there's a whole lot of versions of how you could make property or the selling of houses and property real estate extremely profitable online. And the beauty of it is that Google loves local search. So even though I'm going to run through everything in here from Twitter to YouTube to Facebook, at the end of the day, what this is really about is I can build you a website that targets a specific niche or a section of people searching for an exact item. Those highly targeted search results can make you extremely wealthy. Let me try and run through and explain it to you all. Okay. Facebook will be probably one. Facebook and YouTube, and obviously your own website, are the three sort of main features. Things like Twitter and LinkedIn are all a huge help, but these are the main things. So get your house on Facebook. Let me show you how it all works. Firstly, I'm Robert Bruce Anderson. So Rob Anderson. I've done internet marketing full time now for close on to 5 years. I know everything. I've learned and forgotten stuff. At the same time, I've broken and tested things that I shouldn't have. But it all adds up to where now I am able to know exactly how to target and get traffic for people. I do a lot of the smaller things if necessary, the SEO services, how to just set up your Facebook page, how to do mobile landing pages, how to do QR codes. I'm not going to go into that for now. You need to understand that what I'm really offering you here is a website build that is a complete business online. Okay, what I do is I use WordPress, and it's a given. WordPress is the perfect marketing tool at the moment online. It's extremely easy. You get to control it. I can build it for you and then give you a few videos that show you how you can run your website literally totally professionally and extremely easy yourself from your desk at home in the evening. So half an hour from photographs you've taken of properties and things during the day. Okay, WordPress is in fact 100% free, and in fact I do even have free reports that if you follow this to the end and you get my free reports, you'd actually be able to see what you need to do to make WordPress work for you, and you could even learn to do all of this yourself totally free at the cost of your hosting, which shouldn't be more than $8 or $10 or 60 or 70, 80 Rand a month. That's it. Your annual fee of your website domain name, and after that you can literally do it yourself, or obviously you can contract people like myself to do it for you. Now, the beauty of WordPress is that the themes and things that are available, extremely brilliant. It's got things called plugins. Now those plugins make contacting you easy. There's hundreds of thousands, in fact, of plugins, and all of them are incredibly versatile on what they can do for you. Okay, and for that matter, there's in fact a lot of property-orientated themes that literally already have all the bits that you need to run your estate agency. Okay, WordPress is extremely SEO optimized. Google loves it. Any of those old school HTML, PHP, if your website designer is using that, or even Joomla, fire them. No jokes, be very nice about it, but fire them and get them, okay, sorry, don't fire them. It might be me. Get them to do a WordPress site. I promise you they won't go wrong. Okay, I kind of covered this It's about scheduling, it's about contacting, it's about setting up maps or instant phone numbers, it's about all sorts of things are all called plugins that get added to your WordPress website. The versatility is huge. I'm not going to go into too much detail, too much to cover in this video. Okay, now multimedia is what Google is loving the most these days. A year ago you could get away with 10 pages sitting idle on your website and you would get business. Now you need activity. Google wants to see that people are alive and well working on your website. A website that's sitting there as if you could have died last year because it's just doing nothing. Google's going to drop that right off of page one and replace it with my sites that have got activity, people clicking and saying, oh, cool picture, I wish I owned that house, and sharing it on Facebook. Yeah, mobile is huge. I don't even know how to go into it in detail. It's literally a huge and massive industry in its own. It's growing so fast. And obviously, whenever I build anything for you, it would include the mobile sites. I'm from South Africa, and at the moment, the growth of mobile is literally hundreds of times faster than the growth of desktops or televisions ever was. It's people are searching for things on their smartphones all the time. So, well, it says it, don't run, embrace it. You've got to do QR codes. You've got to have correct done mobile sites. People are going to come to your websites. If it's not correctly set up for mobile, they're going to think, click off and go to your opposition. It's as simple as that. You've got to have your stuff totally user-friendly. People are online. Ask anybody around. If you're not online often and all day, I'm impressed. But 90% of people are. 50% of Facebook people go onto Facebook. Facebook members go on every single day. So yeah, with mobile, you're literally able to be in touch with. You can run competitions, you can run surveys, you can run them through your Facebook thing, you can get them to share stuff on Twitter, your social thing, you can run competitions. It's so huge, I can't even go into it. Okay, so, well, your good impression is all about how to run your social side. So I'm not going to go into that in detail here. Leaving a good impression, of course, it's going to make people like you. You've got to make your social marketing and your mobile side of it so easy that people don't click off of your site. They keep on wanting to look at what's next. They're following links within your system and thinking this is really cool. A landing page, by the way, would have somebody, when they arrive and find you, leave you their emails for an incentive, something that you've made them really want to get. And you would then use that to tell them of more specials you've got when there's other show houses. If you're running discounts for them to list their properties with you, there's always things that they can do. You've got to get people to interact and enjoy interacting with you for it to really work. Now, equally, that means that it sounds like this is going to use up half of your life, but it's not. If you sat down on a weekend and planned what you were going to do on Facebook and Twitter, etc., during the week, and on your posts on your pages, and you did only 1 or 2 pages, new pages on your website, remember it would be built already, and then you promoted or spoke about that on Facebook, and people then would, and then obviously you'd have an email list and other things where they're interacting with you. You send that out to your 200 or 300 people on your email list and tell them, hey guys, go and check my new property that I listed this today. Let me know what you think of it. Does it look like it's worth it? Is it really cool? Would you even consider blah blah? And people will interact, and Google will love it, and they will know that you're the active agent, and all it's cost you is a post or two, not huge hours of work. Okay, the emailing side that you've used on your mobile, and in fact from your website, subscribers, there's a ton of stuff you can do with it, and it would depend on which business model you're pursuing as to how to make that work the best. If, for example, you've chosen a business model where you're not in fact actively selling properties, all you're doing is promoting educational products, let's call those products information products, is probably better, to people in the industry. So other agents now belong to your, or other brokers, I don't know what you would call them, depending on which country you're from when you're listening to this video, watching the video, those brokers would happily pay to learn of small sales techniques, and every one of those can just be a $5 report. How to use a thank you note effectively. So it depends on whatever you're marketing, how to use your lead generation, how to tweak it and fiddle with all of that. Most of that I would go through with you. Okay, social media, again, is already Facebook, but social media can in fact get very big, and again, I can plug you into bigger versions of it, where you right through from LinkedIn to using systems like Social Adder. But that social activity and people endorsing you through their comments and likes is what builds up a community of people that trust you as the go-to guy, the go-to person in your industry, a market leader, the authority. Okay. So that interaction, it's everything. Positive reviews left on social media networks will get you more leads. No kidding. It's literally, once you understand it and witness firsthand as to how effective it really is, you're going to be totally amazed. Okay, people do use social media to look for things. More importantly, though, would be the long-term relationship that you've built up, that rapport with them. So when it comes then to purchasing a property, they've been chatting to you and looking at the houses you've had for sale, or even, not even your own properties, you commenting on massive properties for sale in Beverly Hills. But they trust you as a person who's an authority, somebody who knows what, of course, if you're not doing any total moronic things. Okay, social media is free, that's the best part. So an hour a day used to spend time spent, if you like, building up your fan base, your rapport with your people. It's what it's all about. Okay, so more social media. You want to read all of that? Pause it, please. I've got a ton to get through here. So building your brand, again, it comes back down to your brand is you. Obviously, your brand is, in my case, Robert Bruce Anderson. But if it's the name of an agency, you want to build that brand, but at the same time, you want your name to be coupled with it. Unless you're building it with a list of agents or brokers underneath it, all good, but it's how you do it. You've got to put some thought into it and use your social media to get totally, infused into every aspect. So as the people that aren't on Facebook are finding you on Twitter, people that aren't on Twitter are finding you on LinkedIn, on friend feed, on whatever it is, wherever people are, you want to be there and showing them how it works. Facebook, I don't even have to tell you. If you're not aware of the power of Facebook, I'm really, really nervous for you, but I'm sure you are. It's incredible. I remember 5 years ago when I came online and started to do this, I was horrified that I had to waste time socializing and chatting. But as it's grown and as I've realized this is incredible, how well it works, how easy it is, I also learned very, very quickly not to sell on Facebook. Don't put, this is my new product, guys. In fact, if you look at that image, I went to my profile and I went to one of my sales pages, which is called Design Smith Product Design. I put that image up on there just to take this picture, so as not to bother my normal friends and family with Rob's marketing stuff. They're quite numb to what I get up to the whole time. But it's okay, because then when I put up something with a cool image, let's say just the image of this house with the money floating around it, if I put just that up, they would share that. But they probably know that it's something I made or did relating to property for sale, but they're not worried about that. It's just, cool, your house is blowing around with money, whatever it is, okay? Reviews on Facebook is excellent, but by the way, so is, or more importantly, by far, is Google Places, Google Plus. Involve your subscribers. I'm not even gonna. You've got to pause this. I'm not even gonna go into it, but you've got to get a relationship going. And there's your don't try to advertise. I've just mentioned that. Be friendly, share, give stuff, make jokes, not any dirty jokes. Facebook is a community that works really well. YouTube is perhaps even more powerful from a property point of view. Facebook is your community. Facebook is your place where you can sit and have coffee, if you like, with people. YouTube is your banners. YouTube is it's a massive source of visitors. Or Google will place you very highly. Google owns YouTube, so if you're doing really highly targeted, keyword orientated, remember that sentence, keyword orientated videos. So let's say you are in, let's pick Johannesburg, you're in Melrose in Johannesburg, and you're selling properties just in Melrose. The more properties you put up as videos, and they can be easy to do ones yourself, they're ones I could do for you, I could teach you how to do it, all no problem. But you literally put up a 2-minute video that says, new Melrose property for sale listed, a new Melrose property listed, a great new Melrose property. Melrose properties are in demand. All of those would be titles for your YouTube videos. And when they arrive there, you show them and you talk over it, or you can run music over it. You can have it with words. You do not even have to do what I'm doing now. He sort of covered that. Videos as to how you do it. I wish I ever needed to have a snazzy camera like that, but in truth, your phone will do a good enough job. Although if you're in the property business, you shouldn't be using a phone, you should be using tripods and learning a little bit about correct lighting and how to photograph your properties to get the best effect. In fact, it's all very obvious stuff. But those pictures, as cliched as it is, your videos are so powerful it's scary. In fact, if you're in South Africa, I have a link for a place that has those cameras that films the room in a 3D rotation. You put that onto your website. Oh wow, believe me, people come to look at a property listing and they can walk through room by room from a video point of view. Huge. And Google each one of those rooms you could post as a separate video. Video testimonials would be great. You've got to take care how you do it so as not to make people look like serious dorks on your thing. So if you set it up, you literally do 5 in a row or 20 in a row, so that by the 20th one they're completely relaxed and they're literally saying, hi, my name's Greg, I bought a property through Rob, and I've got to say that he's a genius. He knew exactly what my needs were, blah, 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 thank you. If you ever need to do anything, whatever the case is, there's your testimonial. So powerful, you've got no idea. And those are the sort of things you'd put onto YouTube. You'd even put those onto Facebook. Incredible. Videos are massive, massive. Make a building into a neighborhood. Look, marketing on how you do it would depend on the video you're doing. Sorry, my bad. The type of website you're doing. So if you this works. The neighborhood. If you're a local agent, a local broker selling just in Oakville, in Toronto, or selling just in wherever you are, you stick it to that. And when you can feature the schools, you've got a video in every single one. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there they repeat it. Google bought YouTube. Believe me, it is massive. If you had 50 to 100 videos, and it sounds like a lot, but over a period of time, it's actually very, very easy to do. I've got 60 or 70 videos just on this website, and it's something that you can't. Okay, now we get to what I want to do for you, or if you like, offer you a local lead generation website. It's basically where you are not a broker or an agent. You build the website and then you sell those leads on to agents, buyers and sellers alike, and they pay you a commission. Let me just think, it'll be about I think it's about $400, $2,500 or 3,000 rand per sale that's generated. You could do a national directory and do listings. Those sites are big and will take a very long time to grow, but once they hit their straps, in a manner of speaking, you could literally have a massive website from that. Just look at all the big property selling sites there. Okay, information only selling site. I love that idea. That's where you have books and reports and courses, how to motivate agents, how to get the best on fixing up the front of a property for sale, how to get rid of damp when you're going to sell your property. One by one, you produce $5 reports until there's 200 available, and every one of those are sucking in buyers worldwide on how to sell and improve the value in selling your property. And there'll come a time when sellers arrive and think, oh, that's $5, each one will buy 10, and you're getting $50 to $100 per visitor. Are fantastic. Obviously that will also take time to build up, but great. A membership site, sort of a club where brokers join. You do the same information system. Those members are able to reuse the products that you produce, and so eventually you'd have 1,000 or 2,000 international brokers belonging to your site, and for that they're all paying, pick a number, $20 a month to be members, and that's your business. Beautiful, like a magazine. I can build those for you. Local agency is one of the easiest to build. In fact, if anything, I rely heavily upon you to supply me with good quality content, videos, pictures, images, listings, description, written word. That is what makes these local agency websites literally glow and take out the competition so easily. National is the same. It's just kind of a tenfold of the local. Okay, so those are the sort of done-for-you businesses where I built you the complete website. I'll show you some of these pricings here from here. Okay, so basic WordPress, I can do that for this. Converted to rands if you're South African. It's the very, very small things. I give you a fair amount of that. For that, you have to contact me and say, okay, Rob, can you add 5 videos for this, or do I get 10 pages? You've got to check with me. Sometimes the specials run close to that too. So check it out. I'd help you with your hosting. I'll help you with all of that, and I'll send you on to where you can get training to run your own WordPress site from there. Right, mobile sites sometimes are coupled with the first, where you can have a WordPress site that's mobile, and then I'd build your mobile site that's connected to your WordPress site, or I'd do a separate mobile. That would be up to you. You can pause this and think about it a bit longer. Now, the landing offer is where you start to do email listing. A mobile landing site is where I'd build you a thing with a product that you give away, an incentive, a discount, a report, and we'd take it from there. Facebook's the same. I'd create the page for you. I'd help you have a free listing to get that set up. It's all good. Your whole Facebook marketing strategy is vitally important. So you'd get PDFs and things on how to follow it through and go with it from there. YouTube, same. I'd send you on to a few courses, or even through Skype or through meetings, depending on which country you're in, as to how to set up and do your own videos, how to do keyword research for that. But at the same time, I'd set up your initial channel for you, and do your first video for you. Okay, then this is where it starts to happen, that those types of websites, businesses that I spoke about, where I build you an entire marketing strategy. I do the WordPress site, your mobile version, your list building system, your landing pages, your social media, your Twitter account. I would add a blogger site, teach you how to do some backlinking. All of that is included in that. At the moment, for probably a few months, I'm going to run this special whereby I will do what's called an authority site. That's equivalent of 100 pages is probably a safe way of putting it. But it is a complete package. It covers, as I said, like I just mentioned, in detail, the blogging side, the backlinking side. It covers how to correctly do the simplest things, like your Google Plus. Your Google Plus is vitally important for the overall mix of things. Google wants to see that your site is running naturally, as if it were run by a person. But at the same time, it eventually would need 200 pages. It would need 50 to 100 videos. It would need 1,000 backlinks. It would need all of those for you to become an authority in your area. So contact me. The links are going to be here. and we start to talk. I'm limited on how many I can do for people, so you got to bear that in mind. I'm going to be making more videos on each of those variations I spoke about. So I will do a video that explains how well you can do local lead generation for the estate agent business or broker business. I would do a separate video that tells you how the others work. Let me think, the membership site, or how to do those products that you'd write up the PDFs and sell them through PayPal and literally get money straight into the bank. Each one of those is a business unto its own. And if you're an experienced agent, you could run the one and make it your second income stream without you, needing to do, huge searches into that. So there we go. This small business opportunities Koza is where the main video will be, but it's going to be the same, just like I promised you. It'll be on my YouTube channel, it'll be linked via my Twitter, and it'll be on my Facebook. It's the way it works. Get in touch with me if you need me. Otherwise, go through that website, Small Business Opportunities. Have a look. There's a lot of great advice. There's links and things to cheaper training without you having to spend $2,000 or more with me. $3,000 or $4,000 for the bigger stuff. So whatever it is, let me know what you need. It's easy. I'm quite happy to answer a few of your questions. Email me and ask. That's what I do. Thanks for taking the time to watch through all of this. Appreciate it. Cheers.